Alright, so I imagine you all saw my RMC coaster video, but this one, talking about RMC again, and this is my top 10 RMCs I want to ride right now. We're kicking this off with number 10 in Twisted Timbers. So, Twisted Timbers just looks like a fun ride in general, of course. All of these are going to be fun rides. Twisted Timbers, 54 mile per hour coaster, 111 feet tall, 331 feet long, and 3 versions. This just looks like one hell of a ride, and it's got to be in my top 10 at number 10 for RMC coasters I want to ride right now. And that moves me on to Wildfire. It's a 71 mile per hour coaster that's 184 feet tall, 4,150 feet long, and then also has 3 inversions. It's just a little bit ahead of Twisted Timbers for me. It just looks a little bit more exciting. The height helps a little, and the speed, of course, and just looks like a little bit better layout for me. And then we have Twisted Colossus, 57 miles per hour, 121 feet tall, 4,990 feet long, and 2 inversions. Good, long, RMC coaster. Plus, all I've heard is good things about this thing. So, of course, it just gets me excited for it. And I really can't wait to ride this one day. Then we have Untamed. It is 57 mile per hour coaster, 120 feet tall, 3,560 feet long, and RMC's record, 5 inversions. This one just looks exciting for inversions. Not as long as the rest, actually like a lot shorter, but for a coaster that has that many inversions, especially a wooden coaster, this is going to be one hell of a ride. Then that moves me to Zadra, which is a 75 mile per hour, 206 foot tall coaster that's 4,318 feet long and has 3 inversions. This is kind of where you see like most of the coasters just even out. They're all about the same from here on out. Well, at least like you have Zadra, Iron Gwazi, and Steel Vengeance all have like the same stat lines basically, just 75 miles per hour around, 205 feet tall around, and at least like 4,000 feet long, and at least 3 inversions. Like Steel Vengeance takes it a little bit step ahead, but Zadra and Iron Gwazi are basically like the same coaster. But Zadra just doesn't have the factor that I'm looking for, and I don't think the theme is as good as some of the others on this list. Then we have Haikuja, a 66 mile per hour, 180 foot coaster that's 5,020 feet long and has 3 inversions. All I've heard is good things about this thing. It's a great ride. It sounds like Coaster Studios absolutely love this coaster. It sounds like it's a good long ride too. Has 3 inversions. And I can't wait to ride this someday. Eventually one day we'll go to Japan, hopefully. Then we have Jersey Devil, a 58 mile per hour Raptor, 130 foot tall, 3,000 feet long with 3 inversions. I just want to ride this because it's different than all the other Raptors. Plus, I haven't ridden a Raptor yet. So that's kind of my reason why I want to ride this one right now. It's just something different that I haven't really rode before. And it looks exciting to me, especially with a completely different layout than all the rest. Then that moves me to Lightning Rod. Of course, the only launching RMC coaster in the world right now. That's 73 miles per hour, 165 feet tall, 3,800 feet long. Sad part is it doesn't have any inversions, which I imagine like one inversion, like maybe a hang up before you go into queue would have been like back to the station would have been kind of cool. A little bit copycat, kind of cool at the same time for a Lightning Rod. But this coaster just looks amazing. I've heard they kind of nuked it a little, like kind of downed it a little bit, made it still the launch isn't as good as what it used to. So they put like some trims or something on it somewhere. But other than that, a launching RMC just sounds like an exciting experience. And then that brings me to my top 2, which number 2, of course, is going to be Iron Gwazi on this list. It just looks like the newest, like one of the best coasters at 76 miles per hour, 206 feet tall, kind of taking those records like by inches, really. Not really counting very much, but whatever. They took it anyways. And then you have 4,070 feet, 5 feet long, and 3 inversions. Like I said, it's basically a copycat of Zadra, just like 1 mile per hour faster, and like I think it's like a degree drop more. It's not much, but just the purple track looks amazing on this thing. You know the queue looks amazing already just from being in Gwazi before. So This thing just looks exciting to ride. It's about time the RMC Quasi. I'm just so excited for it. I just want to ride it this badly at number 2 right now. Then at number 1, Steel Vengeance. Best coaster in the world. I don't think really anyone's going to argue with that much. There might be some people, but most people agree it's one of the best coasters in the world, at least. And it goes 74 miles per hour, 205 foot tall, 5,740 feet long, and 4 inversions. This coaster is absolute mauler. Of course, at least top 3 in most people's coasters list. Most people's number 1 though. And I just can't wait to ride it right now. I haven't been on it yet, so just the thrill of seeing it. I'm so excited to just eventually get back to Cedar Point sometime here, hopefully soon, and be able to go ride this thing for once in my life. So, those are my top 10 RMC coasters I want to ride right now. What's your guys' top 10 list? I want to see it down below. Let's have some friendly conversations down below, friendly arguments, and of like what top 10 RMCs we want to ride right now. And of course, if you guys have a suggestion for another video, make sure to put that down in the comments below as well. And who knows, it may end up being the next video. Of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click those links down there. You have Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Patreon. And of course, just make sure you're weaving through every day, just like it was your last.